now sit nice and comfortable. Let your hands rest down onto your thighs or your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Take a shoulder roll or two. Let yourself just kind of situate your body into this seat. Give yourself a nice slow breath in. And then open your mouth, let everything out. Do that one more time. Breathe in. With an open mouth, let everything go. In and out through your nose so you can start to cultivate a stronger Ujjayi breath. And then allowing your legs to be crossed in a way that you can gently start to fold your way down in half. Walk your hands down onto the ground. Crawl your fingertips forward, let your forehead relax. Walk your hands over towards the right. And walk your hands over towards the left. Walk yourself back through center. Start to roll yourself up towards the seat. Switch out the crossing of your legs. And as you do, go ahead and side bend over towards the left. Let's stay with a breath in. As you exhale, cactus your right arm, open up through your chest. Take that side bend all the way over towards the right. Again, pause with an inhale. Cactus your left arm, open up. Come all the way back up through center. Reach up towards the sky. Breathe in. One more time, fold over your legs as you breathe out. Once you fold, walk your hands to the left. And walk your hands to the right. Walk your hands back through center. Unravel yourself up towards the seat. Keep your right shin parallel to the top of the mat. Start to scoot your left leg around, almost like we're going to come into deer pose, but you can take a hold of your left foot with your left hand and just kind of guide that left knee back as you pull your heel towards your glute. Giving yourself a little quad stretch, a little opening through the hip flexor. I kind of lean over into my right palm. Can even keep scooting that left knee back, rotating over towards the left. And then as you begin to come back through center, cross your left leg all the way over your right. Scoot that right foot in a little bit closer towards your butt. Right arm to the sky, breathe in. And then twist over to the left as you breathe out. Take a few rounds of breath in this rotation. And then gently begin to unravel yourself. Set your right hand down on the ground. You're going to kind of prop yourself up on your left or your right knee. Stretch your left leg back for a modified side plank. Just stretch and lift up through the hips. Take that nice big side bend. Breathe in. And then go ahead and sit yourself down with your left leg extended. Reach up to the sky square over your left leg. And then fold your way down in half. Start to wake up through your hamstrings. And then begin to roll yourself back up. And as you do, bend into your left knee, bring your left shin parallel to the top of the mat. Lean into your left palm. And once you scoot your right leg around, pull heel towards your glute as you scoot your right knee farther and farther back. Just enough so you can feel a little stretch in the quad. Open up through your hip flexors. And then a little release of that foot as you cross it all the way over your left. Scoot that left heel in. Left arm to the sky. Breathe in. And then we twist over to the right and breathe out. Let yourself unravel and your left hand plants to the ground. You'll kind of prop up onto that left knee, sweep your right leg all the way back. Right arm reaches up and over. Side bend, breathe in. And then sit yourself back down, square over your right leg, reach up, inhale. Fold over your right leg as you exhale. Couple rounds of breath. Use a breath in to rise up and then make your way to tabletop, find hands and knees. And once you make your way to tabletop, kind of wiggle out your hips a little bit side to side. Let's find a couple cat and cows. Just start to loosen up through the spine, move around a little bit. Over the next 2 breaths, let's find our way back to a neutral table. And as you start to get there, knees a little bit closer together. Flex your right toes, so your right toes are down on the mat. Start to pick up that right knee off the ground and then fire hydrant out towards the right. Keep flexing those toes. And then drop that right knee. Just let it gently graze the ground and then open it up again. Breathe in. Back to the ground, breathe out. One more fire hydrant, lift it up. And this time, kick your foot out straight. Bend it again. Kick it out. One more time, bend. Kick, take a breath in. Set it down to the ground as you breathe out. And then left arm to the sky, twist open. And thread your left arm through, lower your shoulder down. Maybe right hand crawls forward. It might wrap around your back. Whatever you choose to do with it, allow it to be spacious. Let's begin to bring the right hand back down to the ground. And then as you unravel, left arm all the way up towards the sky. You're going to bring left hand to your low back. And then we'll take a supported back bend. Rise up, reach your right arm towards the sky. Press your hips forward. It's kind of like a half camel pose. And you can stay here or tuck your left toes under. Left hand can come down onto your heel. Keep lifting up through your sternum. Take a breath in. And then cartwheel your hands down to the ground as you breathe out. Stretch your right leg up and back. Inhale. And now step it over towards the left. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, right leg back up. Exhale, tabletop. And then with the breath in, cow pose. Dip your belly, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send it up. Take a moment to arrive in down dog if you want to pedal out your feet. Or take any sort of movements that feel good. In down dog, you might shake your head out yes or no. And as you press the ground away, just try to activate through your hands. Fingers, the pads of your hands. Inhale high onto your toes. Exhale, knees down to the ground. Wrists below your shoulders, so you've got that tabletop position. Pick up that left knee a little bit. And then open it out, fire hydrant to the left. Bring the knee down. Open it up. One more. Down. Open. This time, kick it out. Breathe in. Bend it back. Breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last time, kick it. Breathe in. Set it down to the ground as you breathe out. Right arm to the sky. Inhale. Thread your right arm through, lower your shoulder. Let yourself just kind of rest onto the right shoulder and move the left arm around wherever it is that works best for you. Start to let your left hand come down next to your face. Unravel, right arm to the sky. Breathe in. Right hand to low back as you breathe out, and find that supported back bend. Lift up. Left arm reaches up, hips press forward. Sternum lifting towards the sky with the option to tuck your right toes under. Right hand to heel. Keep lifting, breathe in. And we cartwheel it down and breathe out. Left leg stretches up and back, inhale. Tap it to the right, look over your right shoulder, exhale. Inhale, left leg back. Tabletop, breathe out. Inhale, cow, toes tuck. Exhale, down dog, hips up. Look forward, breathe in. Walk to the top of the mat as you breathe out. Feet hips width apart, let yourself ragdoll for a few moments. Upper body just hangs super heavy, sway a little bit side to side. Let your hands dangle to the ground and then roll your way up to standing. Unravel, unravel. Stretch your arms up towards the sky, breathe in. With an exhale, cactus your arms, open up through your chest, breathe out. Bring your hands to your low back so you support your low back, and then press your hips forward. Keep finding that lift through your chest, breathe in. Hands interlace and we fold, breathe out. Take one, inhale. Stay with the fold, exhale. Hands gently release, halfway lift, breathe in. Palms to the ground, plank, breathe out. You can always have your knees down on the ground. Find a breath in plank, inhale. Lower all the way down to the ground, exhale. Wide cobra, fingertips walk to the outer edges of the mat. Peel up, breathe in. Dip right shoulder down, breathe out. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, left shoulder dips. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, release to the ground. Press up to tabletop. Situate yourself, flat back, strong core. Start to pick up that right knee. Fire hydrant to the right, breathe in. Set it down and breathe out. Just one more, inhale, lift. Stay with your exhale. This time, kick your leg out, breathe in. Bend it, breathe out. One more kick, inhale. Now set it down to the ground, exhale. Rise to standing, reach your arms up to the sky, breathe in. Cactus your arms, open up through your heart, breathe out. We'll go modified side plank, left hand to the ground outside of the mat. You can lift and hover your right leg this time with the option to bend your knee and capture your foot. Take a full breath in where you are. Stay and breathe out. If you're holding your foot, release it, step it all the way to the top of the mat. Crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Hands can always be on blocks if that feels better. Half split, straighten your right leg, toes up. And let's pulse that. Bend your knee, gaze forward, breathe in. Half split, breathe out. One more, bend and shift. Stretch it out. Bend back in. This time, single leg. We're going to rise all the way up. Left knee draws up with you. Give yourself a chance to stabilize. Left knee in line with your hip if you can get it there. Warrior 3. Start to send everything back. We'll find an airplane version. And as you do that, really activate through the entire back line of your left leg. Take a really full breath in. Take a big step back as you breathe out. High crescent lunge. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Allow yourself to stabilize. Find that little scooping motion in your low back. Take a breath in. Palms to the ground, breathe out. Let's find three-legged dog. Right leg to the sky, send it up. Bend your knee, open your hip. Work some couple circles and just move around your right leg a little bit. Let's release to downward facing dog eventually. Lift high on your toes, breathe in. Tap down to the knees, breathe out. From tabletop, cover your left knee for a moment. Take an inhale, fire hydrant. Exhale, lower. Fire hydrant, breathe in. Stay and hold, breathe out. Kick it out, inhale. Bend it, exhale. One more, kick it out, breathe in. Now set it down, breathe out. We rise up, inhale. Cactus your arms open through your chest, exhale. Right hand to the ground, nice and wide, modified side plank. Cover your left foot. Option to bend your knee and capture your foot. Full breath in. Enjoy the breath out. If you're holding your foot, gently release, step it all the way to the top. Low lunge, crawl forward. Take a breath in, draw your heart forward. Exhale, half split, stretch it out, toes up. Twice more, bend, breathe in. Half split, breathe out. One more time, inhale. Half split, stretch it out. And this time as you bend, single leg, big motion, you're coming all the way up. From the lowest part of your belly, feel tall, inhale. Airplane, warrior 3, send it back. Level out your hips. And then just super active through that right leg. How softly can you step all the way back? Sweep up to the sky. Ooh. High crescent lunge. Find that length in your back. Let that help encourage the hip flexor stretch. Breathe in. Palms to the ground, breathe out. Three-legged dog, left leg high. Open up through your hip. Give yourself a chance to move that left leg around in all the different directions that might feel good. Down dog eventually. From down dog, we shift forward to plank, inhale. Lower all the way down to your belly, exhale. Baby cobra, peel up, hover your hands, press into your toenails. Exhale, release. Baby or full cobra, it's up to you. If you want a nice big back bend, take it. Exhale, release. Press up to plank, breathe in. Go ahead and just hold on your breath out. And then take one more inhale. Down dog, exhale. Let's take a nice big breath in, fill your body up. Open mouth, exhale, let everything release. Let's continue to play with that. Lift high on your toes, breathe in. Tap your knees down to the ground, breathe out. With the right knee, fire hydrant, inhale. Lower, exhale. Fire hydrant, breathe in. Kick it out, breathe out. Stay with your inhale. Set it down to the ground, exhale. Rise up, breathe in. Cactus your arms, open your chest, breathe out. Modified side plank, hover the right leg, inhale. Option to capture your foot, exhale. Big breath in, back bend. Exhale, low lunge, step it up. Stay with the breath and draw your heart forward. Exhale, half split, stretch it out. Tuck your back toes under. Single leg is your breath in. Let's rise all the way up. Inhale. Go airplane, send it all back. Exhale. Awesome. We're going to play here. Take a breath in. Shiva squat, left knee to your right calf as you breathe out. And then draw yourself into this little ball. Your right hand is either going to come to the ground or to a block. Half moon. Now you're going to stack everything open. And then just allow yourself to play with this stacking A block under the hand might feel really nice to give you a little bit more space to work with. Wherever you are, keep lifting through that left leg, so strong through the outer hip. Breathe in. Warrior two, the softest landing as you breathe out. Soften through your shoulders. Straighten your front leg, reach forward as far as you can. Triangle, rotate your upper body. 5 full breaths. A nice strong triangle. Begin to reverse your warrior. Bend deep into your right knee. Take it all the way up and back. Breathe through your rib cage. Take an inhale. And cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Exhale. Step back to plank. Breathe in. Option for chaturanga or all the way down to your belly. Up dog or cobra. You take the back bend you need. And then downward facing dog, hips back up. High on your toes. Breathe in. Knees to the ground. Breathe out. Inhale, fire hydrant with the left knee. Exhale, set it down. One more, fire hydrant, breathe in. Kick it out, breathe out. Stay with your inhale. Set it down, exhale. Rise up, breathe in. Cactus your arms, open your chest, breathe out. Modified side plank, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend, maybe reach for your foot. Just a breath in. Low lunge, breathe out. Stay with the inhale, heart forward. Half split, exhale. Tuck the back toes under, single leg, we rise all the way up, breathe in. Warrior three, breathe out. Give yourself a moment to pause here, inhale. Meet in Shiva squat, lower it down. Hug yourself into that little ball, and again, with or without the block, you choose half moon. You start to open up. And we're gonna hang out in half moon for a few moments. Like there's a wall behind you, let your whole body stack. Active through your toes, take a breath in. Warrior two, land it softly. Full breath in. Stay and breathe out. Straighten your leg, inhale, reach forward. Triangle, rotate. And then a little bit of time here. Just enjoy the triangle. Take your time, reverse warrior, left arm all the way up and back. Big side body stretch, inhale. And then hands down to the ground. Plank, step it back. If chaturangas are fueling you well right now, move through yours. Eventually, let's end up in a child's pose. Knees out nice and wide, hips back. And then whether you go through your chaturanga or not, whenever you end up in child's pose, if there's an arm variation that you like, feel free to take it. And just let yourself breathe. Let your whole body soften. Let's take one more round of breath. Tabletop, we start to rise. Down dog, hips up. And take a breath in, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop, top of the mat. And then let yourself unravel all the way up. Take your arms up to the sky. Palms in front of your heart. Weight is in your right foot. Pick up your left. Warrior 3. Inhale. Shiva squat, exhale. Half moon, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Straighten your front leg, reach, inhale. Triangle, exhale. Reverse it. Right arm to the sky, breathe in. Hands down to the ground as you breathe out. End up in a low lunge and then twist, right arm to the sky. Many options. Left knee can come down to the ground. We're headed to side plank. Or if you keep your left knee lifted, start to stack your legs. And maybe today the challenge is lifting that right leg up. Work the muscles in the outer hip to lift. Wherever you are, knee on the ground or knee lifted, take a breath in. Tabletop or plank as you breathe out. Wherever you land, land lightly, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. We play on the other side, look forward, breathe in. Top of the mat, breathe out. Unravel and rise all the way up. Palms in front of your heart. Right foot up, inhale. Warrior 3, exhale. Breathe it in. Shiva, breathe out. Half moon, inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. Straighten, reach, breathe in. Triangle, breathe out. Reverse it, inhale. Hands down, exhale. Low lunge twist, left arm to the sky, breathe in. Give yourself a chance to set up that side plank, whatever version of it you choose to take. Keep breathing, inhale. Soft landing in plank or table, exhale. Breathe in. Let's meet in tabletop as you breathe out. Knees come hips width apart, tuck your toes under, rise to standing on your shins. Hands to low back, camel, press your hips forward, lift your heart. Squeeze at your elbows so you open up through your chest. Stay here or hands down to your heels. Keep encouraging your hips forward, lifting up through your sternum. Neck strong wherever you are. Breathe in. Stay and breathe out. If you went towards camel, hands to low back, rise up, inhale. Now sit back onto your heels, hands in your lap as you exhale. Close off your eyes, take a couple breaths. I know for me, back bends tend to speed up my heart rate. I get a little short breath. Let yourself just readjust. Roll out your neck a little bit side to side. Chin to chest, bring your hands behind your head, let the elbows drop down. Inhale lifts you up, expand into your heart. And then exhale, release your arms back down by your sides. Tilt your hips to one side so you can sit down. Stretch your right leg out nice and wide. Start with a side bend, left arm up and over. And you'll begin to rise back up. Left hand plants on the ground, modified side plank rather than stargazer. So lift up and more so parallel your body. And then begin to rise up. Take your time rising. Got this modified side plank shape, hands behind your head, elbows wide, breathe in. Lean back over towards the left and breathe out. Inhale, lift up. Side bend to the right. Lift up, breathe in. To the left and breathe out. One more, inhale. Side bend right. Inhale, lift. Exhale back towards the left. Pause for a moment. Take your arms wide. Keep the obliques strong. Breathe in. Left hand to the ground and breathe out. Now maybe you turn it more into a stargazer. Roll your chest open, expand, expand. And then sit all the way back down. Switch out the legs. Left leg out long. Start with the side bend. Reach your right arm up and then over. Begin to rise up. As your right hand plants down next to you, find a modified side plank shape, left arm up, kind of pivot those towards those toes towards the right side of the mat. And then with control, rise all the way up. Tap your hands behind your head, breathe in. To the right, breathe out. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the back. Inhale, lift. To the right. Inhale, lift. Side bend over your left leg. Last time, lift up, breathe in. To the right, breathe out. Take your arms wide, keep leaning your torso. And then set that hand down, spiral open. Woo, a little bit more. Open up. And then sit it back down to the ground. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall, and maybe even scoot up on the mat a little bit so you've got space to roll back. And then do just that. Vertebrae at a time, unravel yourself down. Once you reach the floor, plant your feet down. Feet hips width apart. Press your low back into the ground so your core is active, and then lift your hips. 5 full breaths. Any sort of arm variations that help you engage through your legs, glutes, core. Last 2 breaths, maybe for a little extra glute. You reach your arms up, keep pressing the ground actively away. Hug through your inner thighs, breathe in. And then slowly release down to the ground. When you reach the floor, hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. This is a great chance if you want to take happy baby. If that feels really nice on the body at this point, feel free to grip the feet with really any grip that lets you be a little bit relaxed. Let's begin to release any grip. Draw soles of your feet together. Then drop your feet down towards the ground. Just let the knees hang wide. Let your arms relax in a way that softens through your shoulders. Maybe even letting your eyes close off for a moment. You're going to pivot just the left knee up towards the sky. You might have to scoot your right leg over a little bit so you can drop that left knee in and find an internal rotation of your left hip. Left knee in line with your hip, and you can stay or cross right ankle over. As you begin to lift the knees back up, find cow face legs, cross your right leg over your left, and then hug your knees in towards your chest. Hold on to anything that lets you hold on without straining the upper body. And then unravel your legs. Give your knees a little squeeze into your chest. Drop your feet down on the ground. We'll drop knees to the left or right knee in line with your hip, with the option to cross left ankle over. To let go of this pose, knees lift, left leg crosses over your right. Let yourself get a grip on the legs, again, in a way that feels really soft. You'll take your time to unravel, rock a little bit side to side. Give your knees a big squeeze into your chest. If there's any final movements that you want to take, you want to revisit happy baby or, play around with the legs in any way, go ahead and take your final movements. And then Shavasana will be there waiting for you as you start to finish up. Give yourself a chance to discover a shape that feels really good for Shavasana with the comforts of home. Feel free to stick a pillow under your head or let the legs work a certain position. Just whatever is the most comfortable for you to be still in for a few minutes. With your eyes closed, take a nice deep breath in. And then open your mouth, let everything release. And just spend a few moments just as you are, allowing everything to relax. The sound of my voice will eventually bring us back together. Little by little, we begin to reawaken. Deep breaths and small movements. Let's take a big breath in. Open mouth exhale, let it go. The gentle movements it takes you to find your way up towards a seat. And eyes soft for these final moments. Might feel nice to bring the palms together in front of the heart in gratitude to yourself and gratitude to this practice. We'll take one more cleansing breath. Inhale. Let it all go as you exhale, gently bowing your chin in towards your chest. From my heart to yours always, thank you for being here. Namaste.